county-wide manhunt for the suspect and a stolen cat. Find out where we found both. Plus, a fugitive from Virginia located in Fort Myers, the story behind this man's arrest. Well, thanks for joining us on Monday's episode of Live with Lcso. I'm Public Information Officer Julie Martin. On Friday, deputies responded to a residence in Estero for a reported burglary. The victim stated when she returned home, she found the glass in her front door was broken and the door was unlocked. Her hairless cat, Unmara, was missing. The suspect, Jordan Gentry, has an active injunction with the victim and had sent threatening messages to the victim earlier that day. A county-wide manhunt for Gentry. Detectives located him on Fort Myers Beach and located stolen items along with drug paraphernalia inside of his car. Detectives made contact with the victim, who said she retrieved the cat from Gentry earlier in the day. He was arrested for injunction violation, burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, grand theft and possession of controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, a man wanted out of Virginia was located by Lee County deputies in Fort Myers. Deputies received information 59-year-old Richard Gibson was living on a boat on the Caloosahatchee River near Elva. They located him Sunday night and took him into custody. Gibson has an active warrant for obscene material and is a suspect for a sexual assault out of New Kent County, Virginia. He'll be awaiting extradition at the Marcino Motel. And you may have seen this video on social media, but take a look again. This is from a shooting that happened on March 19th around 4 in the morning at the intersection of Homestead Road and Milwaukee Boulevard. Two elderly victims were driving through the intersection when their car was surrounded. Someone discharged a gun that struck the elderly victims. Both were treated for critical injuries. Can you identify anyone or any vehicles in this video? Were you at the car meetup or know anyone who was? Help us close this case. You can submit tips or any information you know to the Lee County Sheriff's Office by contacting the non-emergency line at 239-477-1000 or call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-TIPS. All callers will remain anonymous and you could be eligible for a cash reward up to $3,000. It may be spring break, but our school resource officers are still hard at work upholding the Safe Kids, Safe School initiative. Today, along with the training division, school resource officers responded to simulated active shooter training. Inside of the school, deputies responded to reports of an active shooter and worked together to subdue the threat while keeping other students safe. The Communications Division and the Real-Time Intelligence Center also participated, relaying vital information to deputies inside of the schools. Local fire and EMS also participated in the active training. And speaking of spring break, our beaches in Lee County are open. Visitors can expect to see more deputies on Fort Myers Beach and Bonita Beach doing patrols. As a reminder, no outside alcohol is allowed on the beach, and beware that construction and debris removal is still happening on the beaches. Residents of Lee County may see an increase of drivers and out-of-town visitors on the roads. Sheriff Carmen Marcino wants to remind you extra patrols are out in full force, ensuring safety. It's important to allow yourself more time to get to where you're going and slow down in high-traffic areas like the ballparks and the beaches. And thanks for joining us on this episode of Live with Lcso. Be sure to join us again on Wednesday for midweek with Marcino. Enjoy your spring break, Lee County.